What's up, ladies? It's Dr. Connie. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are having an amazing conversation around the 3 most common mistakes that women make when it's time to reach their weight loss goals. This conversation is going to be really great. These 3 tips are going to help you get closer to your weight loss goal, get clarity around your hormone health, get clarity around what movement needs to look like, and ultimately get you closer to your goal. So if you are excited, go ahead and put it in the comments. I'm excited. Let me know if this type of conversation is helpful and if you need more of this. I'm super excited. As always, be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to stay to the end of this conversation because you don't want to miss anything. All right, let's get into it. Let's go. All right, let's dive right into hormone health. Now, there's going to be a pop-up coming across the screen. These are the hormones that we are going to touch on today. We're going to do a brief synopsis. We're going to skip gut hormones today, but we're really going to focus on the ones that are commonly overlooked when it comes to weight loss. Leptin, ghrelin, cortisol, insulin, and estrogen. I'm going to give you some tips on how to improve your levels of your hormones. One of the things that women often overlook are how their hormones play into their weight loss goals. If we look at leptin and ghrelin, these are your hunger hormones. Ghrelin is the hormone that tells your body that it is hungry. So if you're someone who is struggling with your appetite, you just feel like you're never really hungry, ghrelin may be your issue. Your ghrelin levels may need to be addressed. Leptin is the hormone that tells your body you're full. So if you're having issues with overeating, overt cravings, your leptin levels may be the thing that needs to be improved. Now, what can throw off these levels? Lack of sleep. If you eat highly processed foods, if you have a lot of sugar in your diet, these are some things that can affect those 2 levels. Stress management is something that can affect your hormone and your hunger levels as well. So that goes right into the next thing, cortisol. Cortisol is your stress hormone. When you have high levels of cortisol, it can lead to cravings. When you have high levels of cortisol, it can lead to belly fat being stored in your stomach. We need to start managing our stress, ladies. I know the kids are busy. The kids can be a lot, work can be a lot, life gets hectic, but we really need to start making sure that we are addressing our stress levels because they can ultimately affect how our weight loss shows up. Next thing, estrogen. When you are younger, estrogen is amazing because that's where you get your curves from. That's where your shield is. That's where your body fat is nicely distributed to the parts of the body that we want. As we get older and that estrogen shield starts to come down, things go left. That changes completely. And as our estrogen shield starts to come down, that's where body fat can sometimes be stored in our midsection or in our arms or in the areas that are undesirable. So you want to make sure as we are aging, we may be going through menopause, perimenopause, when estrogen levels and your hormonal levels start to change, that we're doing the right things to improve that. Things like exercises with weights, things like reducing processed foods and sugars. Those are the things that are truly going to help you address and combat the changes that come with your estrogen levels decreasing over time. Next thing, insulin. Insulin, this is the hormone. It gets a bad rap. But we need insulin. We need adequate levels of insulin in our body to help us store and process sugars and carbohydrates. What often happens, we may be insulin resistant because of lifestyle choices. We don't exercise as much. We have diets that are high in sugar, high in carbohydrates. So we've developed insulin resistance or pre-diabetes or now we are diabetic. To improve our insulin levels, we need to start making some changes to our lifestyle and our diet. Because insulin is needed in order for us to properly process our sugars, properly store energy so that we can go through our daily tasks. So the one thing that's going to address all of this, the one thing that's going to make sure that we are adequately reaching our goals, adequately improving our hormones the best way, avoiding processed foods and added sugars. We got to get it done. This is going to require us to really start focusing on the things that we are putting in our body. Processed foods, I understand there's sometimes we need it, but majority of our diet shouldn't come from it. We can get our canned vegetables if needed, if it's a budget thing. We can carve out the time to meal prep our meals. We have to figure out a way to reduce our sugars, looking at the sugar intake of things simple like ketchup, your barbecue sauces, making sure that we are adequately avoiding processed foods, reducing our sugar levels. This will improve your hormones significantly. If we do this, we can reach our weight loss goals. And I want you to go on. We're going to talk about the next thing. But before you do that, I want you to put in the comments and let me know. And I need you to solidify and say, Doc, starting today, I promise to reduce my sugar intake, and I promise to start watching the processed foods that I eat. Put it in the comments so I know it's real. Put it in the comments so I know you watched this part of the video. Number 2, this one is going to be quick, easy, direct, and to the point. We're not moving enough. We live a sedentary lifestyle. If you think about it, most of the time everyone just wants to go to the gym and utilize that 30 to 45 minute workout to solve our problems. When in reality, it's deeper than that. You have to work. It's not about just going to the gym, which is beneficial, but we have to change our sedentary lifestyle. Think about it. There's 168 hours in a week. You work out for 3 to 5 of those hours max. What are we doing with the rest of the 163 hours? Because that's where weight loss happens. It's increasing your daily steps, getting up and moving around during the day, whether it's stretching or just a quick stand break, things like that. We think about it, when you were younger, you were able to eat what you want and lose weight. Well, when we were younger, we were moving around all the time. My son, that boy don't stop moving. And because he doesn't move, he probably burns 2,000, 3,000 plus calories a day because he's moving. Now, us as adults, we sit all day long. If you work from home, you're sitting. We after we're done work, we go sit on the couch. Then we go to sleep. We're sitting, then we lay down, then we rinse and repeat. And we wonder why it's hard for us to lose weight. So we have to start increasing our daily steps. My challenge for you, here on out, 6,000 or more steps every single day. Cool? Again, put it in the comments so I know it's real. I am going to move 6,000 or more steps from here on out. Cool? All right, moving on to the next thing. I just wanted to pause for a second and say, if you are someone who is struggling to reach their weight loss goals, and you know meal prep is an area that is very, very difficult for you, I went ahead and created 6 different meal plans to help you reach your weight loss goals and have more clarity and confidence in the kitchen. You never have to worry about what to eat when it comes to your goals. If you're struggling with your protein intake, I created high protein meal options to ensure that you're getting adequate protein to keep your curves, to ensure that you're getting stronger, to help you burn more calories, and to ultimately allow you to reach your weight loss goals. If you're a vegan and you need more vegetarian options that are higher in protein and that support your weight loss goals to keep you lean, keep you slim, and keep you feeling amazing, we have some vegan options as well. For those who just want the works and you know you need some breakfast, you know you need some snacks, you know you need a bunch of options, this meal prep bundle is going to be for you. The meal prep bundle is amazing because it's going to give you everything you need when it comes to weight loss. So what I want you to do is check out the description. There's going to be some info cards popping up, but check out the description and go ahead and grab you a meal plan. In the description, head over to that link. If you have any questions, let me know. Can't wait to see you over there. All right, so the last thing we are talking about is making sure that you are adequately tracking your calories. A common mistake that I see women make when they're tracking their calories, they don't account for things like olive oil, the butters, the ketchups, the sauces that we use. And that can be the thing that's significantly taking you over and causing you to gain weight or maintain the weight that you are at. Let's dive in. First, so I have some common things here. We have ketchup, olive oil, ranch dressing. I got some, my father-in-law sent me, he gave me some cranberry juice. I think when he bought it, he thought it was the regular kind. So he got the unsweetened and he gave them to me. They're super tart. I would try it. But we'll dive into all of these things. So one of the things that I commonly see that's overlooked, we're not accounting for this. And let's say you're supposed to eat 1,500 calories to reach your weight loss goal. If you don't account for these things, you can be going over your goals and not even realizing it. Let's look at olive oil. Most of us, we use olive oil when we're cooking. 1 tablespoon of olive oil is 120 calories. 120 calories. That doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. That's just something we have to be mindful of. Because if you're not putting how much olive oil you used in your recipe, that can make or break it if you've reached the goal or not. 120 calories. Saturated fat, 14 grams. We know it's olive oil. Of course it has fat. So that's just olive oil. So let's say I'm making wings. We'll put this together, right? And let's say I make wings. I air fry some wings. I got some potatoes in the oven and I use olive oil to base my potatoes. So that's 120 calories right there. My air fried wings, to put the seasoning and everything, I use some olive oil on it so I can marinate it. Okay, that's another. Now I'm at 240 when it comes to my olive oil. So we're starting to put this dish together. So then let's say, we use butter for something, right? Let's say we want to put butter in the potatoes or whatever we want to use butter for. This one, 50 calories. Or if I wasn't cooking my wings, let's say I'm making a steak. If you make your steak the right way, you want to base it with butter. And that's where you can easily go over when it comes to something like this with your butter. But let's go back to our analogy. If we're cooking the wings and French fries. All right, I made my wings. I want to use some ranch. Who doesn't love ranch in wings? 100 calories per 2 tablespoons. You're not counting. Every wing, you dip, you eat. More ranch, you dip, you eat. Next thing you know, from ranch alone, you've added 400 calories to your meal. You got fries, you got French fries. Of course you want ketchup, right? 20 calories. So you're eating your ketchup, you're eating your fries. Now, next thing you know, you got an extra 100 calories from here. We got some added sugar from here, added sodium from here. Your meal that was supposed to be 400 calories is easily 600-700 plus, and you didn't even realize it. I know my juice people, you're drinking a juice, in your mind, it's low sugar, it's healthy, 60 calories. This isn't to scare you. This is so that you can start being mindful when you are tracking your calories, because these things are important. These things make a difference. And if you're not adequately tracking your calories, it can make it difficult for you to reach your weight loss goals. I know in the middle, a couple minutes ago, I shared with you the meal plans that I've created to help you reach your weight loss goals. One of the beauties in the meal plans is that there's a barcode at the end of each page, and it's showing you, and it makes it easier to track these things in MyFitnessPal. That way you don't have to worry about, am I eating the right thing? Am I tracking it the right way? It takes account all the ingredients. So now it's easier. All you have to do is scan the barcode. It's in MyFitnessPal, and boom, you've been able to track your meals right there and making this whole process easier. Cool. So that's all. I hope this was helpful. If you found this helpful, what I want you to do, please leave a comment. Let me know if you want me to do more videos like this. And I also would love for you to like and subscribe. Don't be a stranger. Go ahead, check out the description. I look forward to connecting with you all. They're cutting grass back there, so if you're hearing that noise, I'm sorry. All right? Till next time. Love y'all. Peace.